All right, so 2 out of 10. Movie sucked. End of review.
Yeah, it's the internet already said everyone's gonna hate it, and I agree with the internet. I hated it too.
Yeah, didn't like it. Didn't.
No, and just remember to to love, and subscribe.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, Professor M here with Mr. J, who's way over there. Mr. J's first, man.
Okay.
I guess he just took over your spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went and saw this Marvel movie.
Yeah.
What was it called?
It's backwards anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we went and saw that Thor movie.
Yeah, let's just put it this way: Jane dies.
I will put it.
Thor dies. Korg becomes a head or a face at any rate. Zeus, you think dies? Spoiler: mid-credit scene, he doesn't. Who shows up? Talking to his son Hercules.
Yep, Hercules is gonna be a thing, maybe.
Oh, you find out that. Oh, and Heimdall returns. You know, Idris Elba.
Oh yeah. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah. However, the best thing was the derpy goat.
Derpy goats.
Derpy goats.
Derpy goats.
So I don't remember if we went and saw Thor Ragnarok in theaters. While this movie is funny as shit, and most of that is to the goat.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Ragnarok. I didn't find it as good as Ragnarok. I probably my only nitpick I will have of this movie was that I feel like Christian Bale as an actor was wasted. I mean he did a great job.
I'm not gonna lie, when
he did a fantastic job.
When they were walking up there, I seemed like the designs they had on them. So I kept looking at it, and I kept thinking, I go, are they bringing Deadpool from X-Men or Wolverine Origins coming back? Because they seem like they kind of like the sign on the head, and all of a sudden just reminding me of that Deadpool from that movie.
Right. Yeah. And the only reason I say that is because I think Christian Bale is here's the thing though, it's like I know that Christian Bale as the actor that he is, probably wouldn't sign on to do multiple films.
Yeah.
So that was my only gripe, that I was like the entire time I was like, especially when they made the comment that whoever got the Necro sword was cursed. I was like, well, there's no way they're not going to destroy the sword at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's probably going to die. And about midway through the movie, I was like, he's probably going to.
Yeah.
Because the entire time it's like they were teasing that he's going to use eternity to kill the gods.
Yeah.
But when he got about halfway through the movie, I was like, there's no way he's using that. He's going to wish his daughter back, and then he's going to die. Didn't really see Thor becoming Uncle Thor.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that one.
No, becoming Thunder.
I thought that was kind of funny. I love it. So are they saying the kid's name is Love?
I do.
Is that what they're implying?
Did you guys not look at that ship? Did it not look like it was like a flying Winnebago? It was like looking like it go. Was that a flying Winnebago? Fucker don't watch baseball enough.
You don't watch shit.
No, I got it.
He gets it now after you said it.
No, I got it. What he meant. I'm just like, yeah, I got it.
I'm okay.
The only reason I say that, I don't want to say it was predictable, but I mean Ragnarok was kind of predictable too.
Let's put it this way: what comic book movie anymore isn't predictable?
That's true. Well, no, actually, the whole Jane Foster dying, that was a twist, because in the comics, and correct me if I'm wrong.
I do believe they actually canceled it before, because Marvel went to some kind of big, huge company-wide crossover before that series.
2010.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I don't think they actually ever officially ended her reign, so I don't know if it ended up.
Well,
dying.
She's still in the comics. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But my point is, like, Jane Foster becoming Thor, and then like it was because she had cancer.
Yeah.
And the hammer kept her from dying.
Yeah.
And this one, they flipped it where it was making it temporarily.
Worse.
It was a kind of a weird thing. At first, it was
I think in the comics, I think it was the same thing.
Was it the same thing? It was killing her.
Oh, I don't know if it was killing her, but it was causing the chemo not to work.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she had to stay as Thor. But every time she reverted back, it accelerated.
It accelerated.
But she was just Thor all the time, though. Well, it's the comic.
Yeah. But no, actually, I believe Rhea, what's the name of his mother, in the comics, wanted to make it to where Mjolnir wouldn't go back to Thor. So she held it on the blue side of the moon.
Yeah, the blue side. Yeah.
Jane was somewhere there with the Inhumans, and she found it, picked it up, and.
Yeah, well, yeah, in the comics, yeah, that's how it should be. Well, because I right now in the comics, Thor and the Mighty Thor, or Jane Foster Thor, are active at the same time. this movie, it proves to me, it proves that what worked. It just, I don't know how I feel about it, because like it was a lot of the same from Ragnarok in terms of like theme, tone. It was funny. I liked it. It was a good story.
Yeah, it was.
And like you said, most comic book movies now are so predictable. Of course, So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Was it the best Thor movie? No, I still think Ragnarok was better. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
This one had more jokes. It had.
That's what made me go.
It had a little bit more action, I think, just as a tad bit. I think Ragnarok had less action in it.
Yeah, Ragnarok didn't have as much action as this.
Oh, the Hela thing was hilarious.
Oh, God, hell yeah. Yes, yes.
That fucking threw me off.
Yes.
When we were waiting for the credits, I looked it up real quick. Do you know who played Odin?
Sam Neill?
Yep. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Dude, I knew that from Ragnarok.
I didn't even know that.
Was he in Ragnarok too?
Dude.
I don't remember. Oh, yes, he was. You're right, he was. I remember the play. I remember Matt Damon, but I don't remember. I guess I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Matt
but
Damon was Loki, and
what I thought was funny about Matt Damon.
His brother was actually played.
Yeah,
Thor.
Chris. Yeah,
Okay.
that was Chris Evans' brother.
That was
The other thing I thought was funny.
No, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, his brother.
Not Evans.
No, Evans. Right. You're right. Did I say Evans? Or did I say
Yes,
Evans?
you did.
What I thought was funny is Matt Damon was like when it was like when he was like gonna die. He grabs a water bottle and sprayed himself like he was gonna be.
I love that.
The whole thing's like, oh, I'm going. Look, you throw up the little gold dust. He starts crawling away.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I was almost kind of waiting for somehow Loki to somehow pop up.
I know, and just go.
Honestly, I was
Yes.
because here's the thing, and not to make this Phase 4 has issues because it does.
Yeah.
When does this movie take place?
Honestly, they said probably not too long after Endgame.
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
Well,
But what I'm saying is like, because like you can say like a couple days pass at the end of Endgame before Thor got on the ship and left, and they obviously were on some adventures, so you could say several months have passed.
Yeah, say about a year.
Okay, but the reason why I bring this up is because they come back to New Asgard,
Okay.
and everything looks good.
Yeah.
So, and I almost feel like they're like, oh, Eternals didn't do so good. We're just gonna kind of forget they exist. Kind of how they did. Obviously, the Inhumans was a TV show.
Yeah.
And they've, besides probably the Defender saga, everything else TV wise. But you get what I'm saying. Like they're like pick and choosing what characters and story threads they're bringing from the TV show.
Yeah.
I think Eternals will still it still happens, but it's almost like in the future. But like let's face it. No mention in anything in Doctor Strange. Because they're going to some kind of book like, hey, did you see that, huge ass, thing?
Well, it's not only the huge thing that in the Arctic or wherever, the ocean or whatever. I forget what part of the ocean the Celestial came out of or started coming out of, but this giant Celestial showing up and saying yoink. I do dig the new Marvel logo song.
I do.
Like a guitar kind of thing, and I was just like kind of thought it's fun.
Pretty sure that's just for
I think that was just for Thor.
It could just be for this.
I think
one.
it was just for
But this is the first one. This is the
to...
first one they showed Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, and Miss Marvel's still airing right now.
Yep.
So I thought that was interesting. They threw her in there.
I need to watch that one.
And I also thought it was interesting they threw Moon Knight in there, even though they've made it very clear they're not making a season 2, which could be just a movie. They could be doing a movie, or they could be he could just be showing up like in the team up with Blade and all that.
I think about that too.
Since Blade was the one that told Dane Whitman, "Are you sure you want to?"
For the Black Knight.
Yeah. I'm sure they can easily throw Moon Knight in with Blade.
Well, he's part of that group.
Well, I don't know. Just saying, if you want to go like that.
Thank you. I was going to say it's Marvel Knights.
Yeah, it's Marvel Knights. And then Daredevil, I think, was part of that too.
Wasn't there?
Well, Daredevil, Ghost Rider.
Well, yeah, I was going to say,
Punisher, I think, for a little while.
Punisher for a while.
Am I the only one who wants Nick Cage to come back to script?
Yeah, no. Yes.
No, seriously, because if Marvel's doing it, the story would be done right.
Oh God, yeah, right.
And he's an actor; he can.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
He can act.
He
can act like himself in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. J, what's your overall thought?
I'll give it a 4.5 because it was good. I mean, fucking Ghost made it hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking Ghosts, man. Anything else? Any other like gripes, nitpicks? Anything you were hoping to see?
Oh no, but for all those people who are like crying because Lightyear had a gay couple in it, which was like not even really a part of the story. So if you didn't like that, you didn't go see Lightyear because Disney's woke and they're gonna try to push the gay agenda on us, then don't go see this movie.
You know what? You know, on that note, you know, and maybe it's just like the forums or whatever or news that you're reading versus what I'm reading. Most of the people that didn't like Lightyear didn't like it because Tim Allen didn't play Buzz.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh, like
It's not Tim Allen. I mean,
not to get off track."
No,
but,
there was a lot of talk about.
But
people-
I did hear about that. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure they made it pretty clear that Valkyrie was gay
Yeah, and
or bi at least
yeah.
in
the other
third
one.
one. And then when he said, and then I'm pretty sure when he said King of Asgard, doesn't that kind of imply something?
Yeah.
No, here's the thing though.
Wouldn't it be Queen of Asgard?
No, because what is Thor? What was Thor? After Odin died, what did Thor become?
King of Asgard.
That's right.
But he's a male.
No, he said, I want you to lead them. Take my place and lead them. So
Oh.
I read like a little bit of an article where Tessa Thompson said, so that's what she did. She became King of Asgard, not Queen of Asgard.
Okay.
Because Thor
Because
was not Queen, Thor was King.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah,
but then again, it was such implied in Ragnarok, and I was like, who cares?
Well, no, it's just
Who
one thing.
cares? She wants to. I mean, I like.
I said, even
I
though
like
she
boobies
said it-
too.
Well, she said in the panel, you know, I
least
guess
you
I,
said it-
what about
I was
Bubba
waiting
Rock
for
again,
somebody to
because
say
we're
it.
all looking for a queen, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said again, I
Gives
don't
a
care.
shit.
I
Don't care.
But here, there are people out there who are, well, I'm sorry to say it, homophobic and like, ooh, they're talking, you know, gay stuff. There, I'm not gonna go see that movie because I don't want my child to, you know, get brainwashed or whatever.
And by the way, this is
Yeah, I know, they're-
2022. Get the fuck over it.
You know, there are people out there who.
I want to go back to the 80s.
Remember, here's
Nobody
the thing,
gave a shit back then.
The
Yeah.
live action Beauty and the
I'll
Beast
give you
came
my
out.
freaking
Some
tie-dye
woman went
shirt
on
if you want
a
it.
tirade with Disney, telling them because there were two of the side characters that weren't, had they kissed or danced, kissed and they danced together, and she's like, "Oh, I'm canceling my trip to Disney World because I don't want my daughter, like."
I hope that daughter grew up and became gay. That's all I gotta say on that. Outlaw Dan, overall
Yeah.
thought.
Did we mention his girl hammer shirt?
Oh yeah, the girl
Girl
hammer
hammer.
shirt.
Hey, just because it's awesome. Because it has retro look to it.
If I have the time and patience, I'm gonna put a goat head on him when he says
Please
that.
do.
And it's
Please
gonna go,
do.
We're not even gonna hear what he says. I might even put subtitle underneath it that just says. Yeah. Like I said in the beginning of the review, 2 out of 5. No, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Here's my thought for those of you watching. Honestly, these aren't really like critique reviews. You know, where I'm gonna overanalyze like we never talk about the music.
No.
Music
here's the thing,
was
if
Thor
you're gonna-
music.
if you're gonna- if
I
you're gonna
enjoyed rock.
Acting.
If you're gonna critique the film,
It's
then
Thor.
you're not going to move it for the right reasons.
No.
Right.
I go there because you know what?
I enjoy it.
I know, stupid shit's gonna happen in the movie sometime. Like,
You know,
it's just like,
and I'll have timestamps. I think I'm gonna start doing timestamps, and these people can jump ahead for certain things. But yeah, I'm gonna say this: if you watching this and you want an overall, is it a good review? Music's good.
Yeah.
Acting was subpar.
Yeah.
It had a lot of
and,
funny
and,
surprises. Comedy was on par. There was a couple jokes that didn't
God,
hit.
you laugh and you hurt yourself because you have
You gotta
to.
love it when like all the kids get the power of Thor and they got the
Yeah.
little girl with the bunny or whatever
Yep.
it is, shooting lasers out of his eyes.
Wow, that was the best part.
I'm not gonna lie. It gave me a little bit of I almost said Shang-Chi. No, it gave me Shazam
Yes,
vibes.
thank you.
It gave me a little bit of Shazam
I
vibes.
do like that. Now, say my name, Billy.
Really? No.
No, my name is one like this. Oh, and the African American Adam's coming out. Might be all right.
Oh right. The one thing that I
Not for
did,
a while,
the one
it's
thing August, the one thing that I did thought there was a lot of Easter eggs in this movie.
Yes.
Like for example, Eternity, that's a big effing deal. That's now because the reason I say that because now you're diving into the Beyonder shit.
Hold on. Speaking of Easter eggs, if anyone has actually watched any of the Thor one-shots, like we talk about his roommate Daryl is actually in this movie.
Which is hilarious because they actually at one point a year ago they said all those were not canon, like that's not, which is fine, it's whatever.
But look what
it's
happened.
so funny. So that's a big deal. They have Hercules in this, and that's a big deal. Hercules.
We already talked about that earlier.
What? Yeah, I'm just kind of mentioning Easter eggs.
I just got the spoilers out of it already.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just like, well, it's like an Easter egg because
And-
Hercules is the big deal
And
when it comes to
I'm
Thor.
sure there's things that are what do you want to call it? In there that one of the things like you'll go watch. I know pretty sure the guy Screen Crush. I think I watched a few of his videos sometimes where he will talk about the stuff that things that you like may have missed. And I'm sure there's like stuff like that in the background, like
Oh yeah.
like if you watch the local TV show, in one scene there's a little Thor, I believe they call them, the Thor frog.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
He's in there. Yeah. Thor.
And he's like in the
From
dark.
that universe, Thor was a frog,
frog, yep.
and Loki was an alligator.
Crocodile.
It's an enjoyable movie. The nice thing about this movie is that, like, and this was the nitpick I had on Doctor Strange, is that I firmly believe that if you somebody who's never watched any Marvel movies at all, you could watch like all 4 Avengers movies in a row without watching any of the Marvel movies, and you could get a cohesive story and you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Will you miss some references?
Yeah, but that's
Sure.
just
Sure. Okay? Just like this
Marvel
Thor
film.
movie. You could literally watch all 4 Thor movies now without watching anything else. You could probably understand it.
Yep.
I mean, the whole fat Thor thing or bro Thor thing, whatever you're going to call
Yeah,
it.
that's it, bro.
You might, you missed out. You didn't say anything about
Yeah,
that.
I'm just a little upset. For us fat guys, bro Thor was like our hero to look up to. But what'd you fucking go do? Kevin Smith and Disney. Yeah, like, oh, we need him to work out. We need to make him a role model for kids. Like, no, don't be obese, kids. You need to be, skinny and hugely muscular.
Are those helmets just uncomfortable to wear?
I don't know. I really want to try.
Because the reason I say that, because I feel like every single Thor movie, he gets his helmet on for like 2 seconds. Like the first one is like, get his helmet on, he has his helmet, classic helmet, he takes it off for the ceremony, whatever.
Yep.
Then Thor, I don't think he wore a helmet in the second Thor.
No in Dark World, nothing in Avenger, any Avengers.
None of the Avengers movies. I'm just talking about the Thor movies.
He had the
Gladiator helmet for like that scene.
But I think he ended up taking it off.
But got knocked off when he was fighting.
Was it?
He might have fell off at that point, but I'm just saying he only had it for that scene. Whereas in this one, he had the ridiculous helmet, which I'm sure is from one of the comic versions.
Well, I think it's based on.
It kind of made go. Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. And then he was like, this
that.
is getting itchy.
But you notice the armor, how it had like the whole thing down his arms, and it changed.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I say that they're going to be doing a figure of that. They'll have to be. Stop thinking about it. They're going to release.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they didn't. That's not part of the line, the
No.
Build-A-Figure line at all. But yeah, like I said, I think we all gave it about a solid 4 out of 5 across the board. No complaints.
No, I really
I mean,
enjoyed
like
it.
I said, like I said, I feel like Christian Bale was a waste. I would have liked Christian Bale to maybe been like, he's a good villain. He plays a good villain. He was creepy as shit.
Yeah,
It was really fun watching him play that role.
That villain with the movie with he was the villain to that.
Well, My American Psycho.
Well, no, I was going to say that movie where he played that bad guy where. This guy, the scarecrow guy, was trying to help people, and then there was the one where the guy had
Batman.
Then there was the one where the clown was again trying to spread happiness.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a couple scenes in this movie where I got a strong "I'm Batman."
Yeah.
Like
You did?
like
in the cage?
Couple
Like in the
couple
cage,
of
especially.
scenes. I got a strong like
Or
he's
in
playing
that
Batman
10.
right now
No, it was another
role.
one. It was like 10,
But yeah, do I think that was the wrong role for him being a Marvel movie? Probably. I'd have liked this. Honestly, I would have liked to see him been like somebody else. That could have been maybe
I'm not gonna lie,
not
I
a
thought-
main
I thought I
villain,
heard-
but like in a couple of movies.
I thought I heard that maybe the only reason he took the roles because he knew that the character was going to die.
Well, yeah. Like I said,
He's
like
not much of a.
so he did the Dark Knight movies, and Christopher Norton, if I remember right, they did an interview, and Christopher Norton said, yeah, this was the plan. They had planned for 3 movies, and that was it. And he said, okay, we're doing 3 movies together, and then after I do 3 movies, we're done. That's why he's not in the Flash movie.
He'd be sitting on the can like watching this.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you say you didn't like it because we didn't see this in XD. Well, I wouldn't charge me anything. I would just use points.
Yeah, what's funny? This guy's like, oh yeah, he doesn't laugh to have points.
Yeah, you don't even have points. You know how many points you'd have right now?
I should do, but I don't have the membership.
And well, here's the thing: you can use the app. Like, every time you buy a ticket,
I know.
20% off.
Yeah, I saw that.
Actually, I think this month.
Got a
or
big
whatever,
huge
it's
sign that tells you
25%
right there.
But you
Those
know,
have we seen?
he doesn't need to because he now has his titanium platinum card.
Platinum card. Now I'm gonna go get aboard the chopper and go back home.
He has a crystal card now.
Hey,
I swear to God, your credit cards are like Pokemon games.
Here's the
Like
thing.
every year you get a new game, you get a
You
new
know
card. First it was platinum, then it was gold. Or first it was gold, then it was platinum.
No,
Then it was crystal.
now-
Ruby next, Emerald.
Maybe
Emerald card?
Now
Emerald's
it's gonna be
pretty
like,
cool. It's quite
I'm gonna get to my chopper, go to Stately Outlaw Manor, where I'll go to the Dan Cave.
Hey! It's not Dan Cave. It's Outlaw Cave.
He can't have a man cape with that kind of shirt.
Yeah, I know. People figure, wait, now we need to go get some fabric marker and draw a face.
I thought about that too after I watched that. I was like, yeah, I should really
That's not
do
coming
that.
off there, is it?
Thought about that
good
too.
Lord. I got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else.
All right.
It was an alright
Now
movie.
let's go ahead and end it with the streaming.